The Simpsons, a name that has become synonymous with American culture and humor. A show about a wacky family in Springfield, this fictional town has become a mirror reflecting the quirks and idiosyncrasies of our own lives. We've laughed with them for years. Their antics, their adventures, and their heartfelt moments have kept us entertained and coming back for more. Since 1989, Homer, Marge, Bart, Lisa, and Maggie have been on our TVs. They've become more than just characters. They've become part of our families. That's a really long time. Over 3 decades of laughter, lessons, and love. They've shown us the funny side of family and everyday life. From the mundane to the extraordinary, they've covered it all with a unique blend of humor and heart. But something strange has happened. Over the years, fans have noticed something peculiar about the show. The Simpsons aren't just funny, they're kind of psychic? Okay, not really, but their episodes have an uncanny knack for predicting the future. But they have shown things in episodes that later happened in real life. From political events to technological advancements, it's almost as if the writers have a crystal ball. People have noticed something strange. The Simpsons have shown things that later became real. A president named Trump? Yep, The Simpsons showed it first. Smartwatches? The Simpsons had them years before Apple. It's enough to make you wonder, are the writers time travelers? Do they have a crystal ball hidden in the animation studio? Probably not. But the number of correct predictions is pretty amazing. Let's look at some examples. Remember when Donald Trump became president? The Simpsons had an episode about that back in 2000. They even showed Trump on an escalator just like in real life. And how about smartwatches? In a 1995 episode, Lisa's future husband uses his watch to make calls. Sound familiar? Years later, smartwatches are everywhere. The Simpsons also showed Disney buying Fox. Guess what? That happened too. Section 4. How do they do it? So, how do they do it? How do the writers of The Simpsons seem to predict the future with such uncanny accuracy? Are The Simpsons really predicting the future? Or is there something else at play here? The answer is probably simpler than you think. It's not magic or a crystal ball. The Simpsons writers are really good at their jobs. They watch the news. They understand technology. They keep up with current events and trends. And they're great at making fun of things. Their humor often involves exaggerating real-life situations to the point of absurdity. Many of the show's predictions are actually satires. They take a kernel of truth and blow it up for comedic effect. The writers take something that's happening in the world and exaggerate it. They brainstorm and think about the most extreme outcomes. Or they imagine what might happen if a certain trend continues. They project current events into the future and create scenarios that are both funny and thought-provoking. So, while it may seem like The Simpsons have a crystal ball, it's really just a combination of keen observation, clever writing, and a lot of imagination. Section 5. Coincidence or crystal ball? So, are The Simpsons' predictions just lucky guesses, or is there something more to it? Over the years, this iconic show has made headlines for seemingly predicting future events with uncanny accuracy. From political outcomes to technological advancements, the list of predictions is long and intriguing. Some people believe that the writers have a crystal ball, while others think it's all just a series of coincidences. But what if it's a mix of both? The show's creators are incredibly talented at observing the world around them and weaving those observations into their storylines. It's probably a bit of both. With so many episodes over so many years, it's not surprising that some of their jokes have come true. The sheer volume of content increases the likelihood of some events aligning with reality. With over 700 episodes, The Simpsons have covered a vast array of topics. This extensive catalog means that statistically, some of their scenarios are bound to happen in real life, but there's more to it than just numbers. The Simpsons also have a knack for tapping into the zeitgeist. They capture the essence of the times, reflecting societal trends, fears, and hopes. This deep understanding of the cultural landscape allows them to create content that resonates on a profound level. They understand our hopes and fears. By tapping into the collective consciousness, they can create scenarios that feel eerily familiar and sometimes prophetic. And they're not afraid to poke fun at the powerful. Their satire often targets those in positions of authority, making bold statements about politics, business, and society. Maybe that's why their predictions sometimes seem so accurate. By holding a mirror to society, they reveal truths that are often overlooked, making their predictions feel more like insightful observations. Or maybe it's all just a big coincidence. DOH, Whether it's luck, skill, or a bit of both, The Simpsons continue to captivate us with their uncanny ability to reflect and sometimes predict our world.